And we are live. Hey, Facebook out there and YouTube. How y'all doing this morning? This beautiful morning that God has allowed us to see. I'm so grateful to be on this side. Um, and yeah, I want y'all to tune in to um, Burn, Break, and Become Unstoppable with Bree Charles. This is Bree Charles, y'all. Yes, she's been the hype. I want all of y'all to tune in to come as we introduce Bree and just officially welcome Bree to the Soul Experience channel. So, Bree, let me welcome you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad that you are a
Thank
part of the Soul Experience channel family. I know that there are going to be some great things to come out of everything that you are doing, and I can't wait for you to share with all of our viewers what you have going on and just, burn, break, and become unstoppable. That's powerful words right there. So we're going to dive on into it to let the good people know who you are and tell us a little bit about Bree.
Okay, well, as you already said, I'm Bree Charles, known, or actually, real name is Bridget Charles, and I am a retired veteran. I am a upcoming author. I what else? Am a mother of nine, actually combined nine.
Wow.
18 grands, okay? 18 grands. Look, this is the reason for my purpose, okay? And I'm just for empowering people. I've always been that mentor, that leader. I've always been that person that just wants to see people win. That's all. That's
Amen.
me.
I
And
love it.
B3U. If you look at it, it really says be you.
Mm,
So it can become unstoppable. Yes.
I love that. Absolutely love that. So where did now you said you have 18 grandkids. That's a lot of grandkids. And I love it because my grandparents, there are a bunch of first cousins that I have. It's a lot of us.
Mhm. Mhm.
um, is that blended or is it all in
Well,
one?
so I have five of my own,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And I'm a little older than my husband by 6 years. It ain't much. Don't let him tell you no stories.
I
But
love it.
I'm 6 years older than him, so my five children are actually older,
Okay.
and
Okay.
so all of my children have the 18 kids. His
Wow.
children hasn't started yet, so this family is constantly growing.
I love that. I love it.
That's
Um,
it's a
Family
blessing.
is important, and
Oh, it is.
that's how our roots are extended. By
Yeah.
that's how our roots grow because you have kids, your kids have kids, and then your kids' kids. It goes on and on. So that's how our legacies are living. That's how our
Yeah.
legacies live after we are gone. And I absolutely love family. Even
I,
though family, family can be family, but yeah, I love it. So tell us, I want to know about B3U, Burn, Break, and Become. Where did that stem from? I mean, is it something that uh, your military days, and thanks for your service as well. But
um,
did B3U stem from military days, or how was it embedded into your heart?
so, well, let me first start off by saying I own three businesses, and
Okay.
I'm a visionary, and I'm spiritually led.
Mm,
So, the first business I started is the House of Humanity, and that's where I shelter homeless individuals, service low income families, and domestic violence victims, right?
I love
So
it.
God led me to do that
Mm-hmm.
because I was focused on things that I shouldn't have been focused on.
Okay.
And I have a nickname. I had a nickname for a long time, and people still try to call me, but they called me Mother Teresa.
I love it.
Like, I just when I seen a young lady that needed help. She had children,
Hmm.
and I just helped her out. It's a long story to that, but I helped her out, and God said, at the time too, I lost yet another young family member, my nephew.
Mm. Okay.
I was just like, God, what am I doing? I started the House of Humanity, helping individuals, and then 2 years later, I'm like, my nephew dies, and I'm like, God, I was just defeated. I was defeated. I was like, no matter what I do, I can't save anybody. I'm not helping.
Mm.
Like, God, why do you give me this heart? Why did you give me this if I'm not doing anything?
Right.
And I literally heard the voice say, stop trying to save, do
Mm.
my, stop trying to save people that you can't.
Wow.
Focus on the things that you can work within. I am the savior, not you.
That's good. That's good.
What are you trying to say? So, I was like, I picked myself up. I was going through a tough time. I after that, after before that, and before I created B3U, I went through intense therapy,
Mhm.
PTSD therapy in Chicago, and I found out who I was, and I found
Mm.
out where my trauma stemmed from. I
Yeah.
said, okay, and when God gave me that, I was like, okay, ding, 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 ding. Okay, there it is, and that is how B3U was created. Because again, I've been a motivator. I've been, a leader all my life,
Mm.
military. So I've been speaking. I've done a lot of speaking in the military, mentoring young men, young women, young soldiers, just period.
Mhm.
I've done it before that. So I didn't, I just got on YouTube a little while before B3U and just started talking to people, just talking. And I didn't even know speaking was a business. I didn't know it was a business. So with
Mhm.
that said, I created B3U, and I just was like, okay, God, then I want to reach and touch as many people as I can. As many people. And I said, God, I just want to touch millions, whatever. God, I'm ready. I made the decision that
Right.
I wanted to do better. I wanted more, and darn it, I'm going to do it because I can't bring anybody back that's gone.
That's
And
good.
I created B3U, and I said, well, you know what? At first it was something different. I forgot what it was, but my husband had a lot to do with creating the name B3U, and he was like, why don't you make it like H2O,
I
and I was
love that.
like,
And the
H
spousal support. Come on.
spousal support was real. So he helped me with that, and that's what it became: burn, break, and become unstoppable. And that's
Mhm.
what that is my message. My message this year is the big take back that goes along with my book.
Mm. Okay.
Is getting to people to transform your minds and take back the power that was stolen from us
Wow.
well before we even came into the picture. So it's about
Mhm.
breaking cycles and building legacies. And
I
that's what
love
B3
that.
is about.
I
Oh,
love
and I
that.
didn't tell y'all about the third business. Well, the third business is Mela Whole Foods, and now that is just a mobile grocery store that serves underserved communities. So I am,
Mm.
as you can see, all my businesses is aligned. It's all about the people, all about helping people, because there are seniors out here that can't get their medications or their food or
Right.
whatever. They have to stand in long lines, feed more just to get food. It's just like I truly believe if you are complaining about all the problems, complaining, where's your actions? And we can talk about it,
Exactly.
but
Mhm.
I'm about action. So if I see
Right.
something wrong, or I see injustice, or if I see something, and I'm that girl that's going to be like, okay, what can I do? I got you. I'm
Right.
always minded coming up with something. So
Right.
that's
Because we always
all.
want to be a part of the solution, and I think that's just in us to see something, and especially when you have a heart of a servant, which is what we should be doing
Yes.
on a daily basis, serving others. Um,
Mhm.
but when you have that heart, you see something and you want to do something about it. And sometimes, like you said, God said, get out of his way. We do get in the way. But when it's
Yes.
aligned, God gives us free range to use all of our creative skills to come and create something that is a solution for all of the pain that we see others in, for the struggle that we see others go through. So I absolutely
Yes,
love what you're doing.
that is so true. Because if you're not a part of the solution, then you're a part of the problem. Well, I don't want to be a part of the problem.
You better preach.
I want to be part of the solution. Where I don't have to lead everything. Just show me where I need to be.
Yes.
But if I don't see, there's a lot of people out there that are really in society. So I
Mhm.
just see myself as part of the solution. We need more.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all, this is Bree Charles, and y'all can expect some great things from Burn, Break, and Become Unstoppable with Bree on the channel. I'm super excited for what she brings, her level of passion. As you can tell, she's passionate about what she does. Um, Donna White, thanks for tuning in, Bishop. Part of the solution. That's what Bree is. Bree is a part of the solution. She's doing things, and you're located in Virginia.
I am
Okay.
located in the Tri-State. Well, I'm in Richmond, above Richmond, Virginia. But look, as far as because I say I'm in Richmond because I service every community that reaches out. Any place I am, my speaking is tailored to the veterans and HBCUs, which where
Mm-hmm.
veterans. I'm really connected to that community, and then the young people. The young people
Mm-hmm.
is where they are our futures. They are where
Right.
you can break those cycles and build those legacies. So that's what I
Mhm.
instill in people. Yes,
I
indeed.
love that. And we have to be able to reach the young people because, like you said, that's our future. And, so many have gone by the wayside, but with people like you and people who just have a heart to see them succeed, to who sees potential in them, because that's what they're lacking. They are lacking their sense of potential. They see what their surroundings are, and they
Mhm.
already have this mindset. Well, this is what mom did,
Yeah.
this is what dad did, so I'm gonna do it too. Or this is what big bro does, so I'm gonna follow line behind big bro. But it's not all the time. Yeah, we have our individual purposes, right?
Mhm.
And when we tap into our potential, that's when we are our greatest. So just to be able to see the potential that our young folks don't see,
Mhm.
um, thank you. To be able to see the potential that our young folks don't see, and encourage them to tap into it. You're doing great things, Bree, and I love where you are headed.
And I appreciate that. Look, this is one of the things that I am doing now, right?
Mhm,
Because we're talking about the gap. There's a gap in between the past generations and the new generations, right? And what
mhm,
did I say? Be a part of the solution. So what I've started doing in my talk, I'm doing now, what I'm doing is panel discussions.
mm,
The panel discussions, men, a couple of one man, well, and women, whoever will be a part of the panelists, right?
right.
And I'm going out into different. I did one in Philadelphia. I did one here in Virginia, and it's called talking. But now we're not trying to blame past generations.
Hmm.
We're not trying to blame anyone. It's like, how can we bridge this gap?
Right,
You know,
right.
and they had the one in Philadelphia was so successful. It was amazing. The first one I did here in Virginia was with no community. And the second one was when I can't wait for them to air, but the second one was with the community. And you would be amazed how when you break that kind of language barrier and go, oh,
Mhm.
is that what you want? Is that what you want to see? Is it
Right.
your gap? And then letting people know that, hey, we can't blame our parents, right? Because
Mhm. That's
parenting
right.
does not come with a handbook. It
Yeah.
doesn't handbook. So when you become an adult, and look, I went through so much trauma. I could be anywhere. I could have been a drug dealer. I could have been on the street. I could have
Mhm.
been done anything. But I made that again. Here's that word, that D word, that decision to say,
Yes,
you know what,
yes.
regardless how my parents raised me or didn't raise me,
Mm-hmm.
what am I going to do now? That little girl, after I came out of that PTSD clinic and I found out where my trauma started, I
Mm-hmm.
said, you know what? I want to help so I don't make, so people don't keep making the
Yeah.
same mistake. So, but it's
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, if I'm just talking to people my age, what is it doing? Okay, we realize it, we see what we've done, but then I just started to shift to say, let's bridge it together. How can we break these cycles and build these legacies? So that's what I do. I get out in the community and I bring them together, young people, old people, young people who have been through some things, and showing other young people how to get out.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, I think that there's nobody to blame but yourself. If
Right.
you want to move, in the Bible it says what? Faith without action.
Works is that. Yeah, absolutely.
So I put you have to have faith in something. And I have
Mm-hmm.
faith in people. I have faith that people do want to make it out. They just need the direction. And bridging those
Right.
gaps is the way to
Mm-hmm.
do it. I,
Absolutely.
I know I could get to talking now.
I love
But
it.
told you I'm very passionate, and when I get to talking about it, I just feel it, and it's just like, oh, I just want to take everybody and just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh,
And
for real.
it's as passionate as we can get, because God has me in a season of being resourceful.
Mhm.
So as passionate as we can get, we still have to remember that we cannot outdo God.
No,
We
no, we.
still have to let Him be God in the people's lives that we are assisting,
Mhm.
because at the end of the day, they are going to need Him to be just as successful as they are with the resources that we're providing. So
Mhm.
I love it. We know where we stand.
Yeah, yes, yes, ma'am,
Yeah,
yes, indeed.
that's good. Um,
That's why I'm grateful to be a part of the Soul Experience channel, Mogul Global TV Network. You guys are amazing. When I say inspirational TV, I don't watch TV anyway, but I'm on the Mogul Network now. I'm watching everything because it's so inspiring. So I'm grateful to be on this channel and the platform. So thank you.
Absolutely. I appreciate you for just coming on and be allowing yourself to be a vessel to get the word out, to get the resources out. So I'm loving it. I love your energy since day one, since the day we were introduced.
Yes.
Um, yeah, I love it. And your shows are so educational. I've tapped in. I've tapped into one episode, and it hit home because I had some of the similar questions that people looking on would ask. Um, and I forget her name, but I think it might have been your last episode with the
Oh, Miss Manny. Yeah.
yes, yes,
Rodriguez. Yes.
hmm
Yes.
yeah,
She that's an amazing. I have so many amazing stories. It's like, phew, I think I even cried in one of the interviews because I just
hmm
believe in some of these and sisters, I call sisters in arms. A lot of them are female veterans. Uh,
mm,
Manny story is amazing. She had a son and a daughter, my niece and
hmm
nephew, and her son was murdered. He was
hmm
shot in the head, and it's like before that she lost her father. Then
hmm
2 years later she lost her son, and then
my
2 years
God,
later she lost her mother, and then 2 years later I was like, oh, she lost her sister. I'm like, what?
yeah,
How is she still here? And
right,
just
right,
her to have the courage, and now she went through some things, and I saw it every step of the way, and
hmm
I'm amazed, like, but when you are God filled,
yes,
there's
yes,
nothing that you, not one time did Miss Manny lose her faith.
right,
And some of these stories are amazing, and I just applaud her for even having the courage to get on and share that story. And
right.
one thing people, my audiences to know is that nobody is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Him,
Right.
but the Spirit, He's the
Absolutely.
only one perfect. It's just amazing. And once people, get that out of their heads, you got to be perfect. Her story was about grief. You
Mm-hmm.
know, to think that grief has a time. Grief don't have no time. You take the
Right.
time that you want.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned, because again, she is my sister. I've learned that, she had changed in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, you know what? When somebody is grieving, you don't know. And I thought that, when you think you're in somebody's shoes, you're really not. Because I have
Right.
children, I have both my parents. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like you really don't know. You
Right.
can sympathize,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't really empathize with them because you don't know. You don't. Yeah, I
Absolutely.
said that right. Sympathize, empathize, which I know what I mean. But I just the
Absolutely.
in her own time, and not to say she's over it. And that's one thing about trauma. You never get over it, but you
Right.
always keep going through
Yeah,
it.
gotta press
And as
through. Right.
long as you keep that faith, that little faith or whatever you have,
Mm-hmm.
and I about spirituality, teaching people like, "Oh, I don't know how to pray. You don't need to know how to. Yeah, Father, help me. That's it, because I
Right.
can't do it. And that's it. Because sometimes I don't know what to say. I say people think you got to have that the speaking tongues. Well, I mean, you don't need all that. You know, you are just starting out and you have faith and you believe that there's a most high, there's a creator. All you need
Mm-hmm.
to say, Father, help me. I can't do no more.
Right.
Because I laid on my floor plenty and many a times and just
Mm-hmm.
said, I don't know else to do. And in an instant, that spirit comes over you and says, hey, everything gonna be okay. And it is, but people
Mm-hmm.
have to hold on. Yeah, they
Yeah.
have to hold on. You see, I told you I get so packed, I could be up here all day and people
It's
want
it's perfectly fine because I look when it comes to God, I can talk about Him all day
oh,
long. Okay,
because
so
he is good, he's real. And I talk to people who don't believe, and it's like, oh, what are you talking about? How are you
mhm,
here? And but that is why I say this is my mission, and God continues to put the breadcrumbs down, and I keep
mhm,
them up
that's
because
it.
if you have to believe that there is something out there greater than you. And now here we go. I'm not a good Bible quoter, but if the birds and everything on earth don't worry about their next meal, then why should you? He
Mhm.
to care and take care of it
Yeah,
all.
and we have to
So
trust.
you have
Um,
to.
we have to trust,
I want
and
to say one more thing. It's funny how we could go out here and put our trust in the things that we could see, right? Like
right.
girlfriends, friends, whatever. Like, and you trust them, and then what happens? Sometimes later on down the line, you get your feelings hurt or your
Mm,
heart broken, right? But we can't trust in a being, a spiritual being, that if you just silence yourself, connect with him, and you can't trust in that, and God has never failed us.
never
Never
failed.
failed us, and we have not physically seen him with our own eyes.
Mm,
But we can't trust in the unseen.
wow.
I yeah,
It's
just, that's the transformation that I
mhm,
teach people, and with my master classes and my coaching classes. This
I
is
love it.
this is the awakening. This is the transformation I want people to realize. I've learned to put my trust more in the Holy Spirit than I
Hmm.
have in me.
Absolutely, absolutely. I can't. I mean, yeah. I trust my husband. I
Yeah,
trust God to really
yeah,
carry me through. And I trust the if my husband wouldn't exist without God.
yeah.
Let's make
Hey,
that clear.
mhm,
So,
mhm.
if he can trust my husband to go and be a provider,
Yes.
why can't I trust him to be the ultimate provider? Because my husband is providing through him. So,
Look, you have to be spiritually connected. I trust my husband too, but not with my snacks, girl. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
come
I don't
on.
trust. They eat right. He go to work and eat everything he ain't supposed to do. I be getting the word. He don't even know it. I can't trust him, but so much.
Oh
I have
goodness.
on a diet at home, and he get to work and eat everything else. So I can't. I can't trust him, sis. I'm sorry. I can't.
Hilarious. Hilarious. I love it though. I absolutely love it. Before we get out of here, we're going to hit on purpose because I absolutely love purpose and what it means. And when you are perfectly positioned, when you are aligned and in God's will for life, that's when your purpose kicks in. Um, Bishop White says, "Watch out now, LOL." Cause him a hubbing, him a hubbing. Yeah. But when you are aligned in God's will for life, your purpose kicks in. And I've been saying this for years. When I'm in God's will for my life, I can thrive, and I see where he's taken me, and I can go there without question. And that's when I'm in His will. So, what does purpose mean for you in this season of life?
What does purpose mean for me? Purpose means for me, again, to touch God's people.
Mm-hmm.
Purpose for me is not, if it's just one person, five people,
Mm-hmm.
community,
Right.
one state, one city. That is my purpose, to do His will, not
Mm-hmm.
mine, but His.
Absolutely.
And learning that to put all my worries and care in Him and just stay focused on the message. So that's
That's
my
good.
purpose.
Right. Because when that message makes the impact.
Yeah. Mhm.
And so there's the message, there's the impact, and then the numbers ultimately come because sometimes we can get so focused on the numbers and
Yes.
like, where are the people? The people are going to come to you
Yeah.
once a sister sees that her sister has changed, or she's going to want to know, well, what did you go through, or what did you experience? How can I
Mhm.
get some of that? So the message and the impact is where it's at, and I absolutely love it. It falls aligned in purpose. So
Yeah.
yeah. Bree, let everybody know how they can contact you. I did put it out there, but just let them know again how they can contact you. um are you open to collaborations? Let them know where to find you at.
They I could be reached in so many ways, but www.b as in Bravo. I'm gonna give y'all some military terms here now. www.b as in Bravo 3unstoppable.net. That is my website. That is where I can be booked. That is how you can say, that is how you can say, hey, Bree, I have a story or I have an idea. Let's collaborate. You can reach me that way. I'm on Facebook, and that's Burn, Break, and Become Unstoppable. Um, how else can I be reached? You can reach me at my cell phone, which is 804 385 and let's have a conversation. I'm telling you, I go where I am needed. I go where I am wanted. If you don't want me, then I'll go. You know, so I'm all about the people who's ready to make a decision. And even if you don't know what that decision looks like, then I can guide through that. And I notice I said guide and not help you through it because only you can help yourself
Mm.
making a decision. But that's how I can be reached.
That is good. All right, all right. So, y'all, we have come to the end of our welcome
Oh,
of our presentation of Bree Charles with Burn, Break, and Become Unstoppable. Y'all need to tap into her show on the Soul Experience channel. We are on the
yeah.
Mobile TV Global Network. You can watch us online. You can watch us on Roku. You can watch us on Amazon Fire TV. Yeah, you can watch us wherever you want. Tap
Mhm.
in. Tap in, good people. And I appreciate everyone who has been a blessing to myself along this journey. I appreciate everyone who's sent a like, text, email, a call to say, hey, girl, you got it going on. I absolutely love it. I eat it up. Continue to do that. Um,
Yeah.
I appreciate you all, though. So, yes, Bree, we are going to be you already at work, but I'm gonna just say we about to get to work.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. I'm telling you, I'm a traveler. Give me a reason to get up and be in somebody else's beautiful state or
Yes,
country.
yes, absolutely. So
Okay.
yeah, you guys will be seeing more of Bree. Like I said, she's on the Soul Experience channel. So tap in. Yes. And so that's it. Y'all have a blessed day. Reach out if you need to. Reach out if you don't need to. Enjoy.
Reach out. Just reach out.
Yes.